In 2005, David Packhouse is a massage therapist living in Miami, Florida with his girlfriend Is. David spends his life savings on high-quality bed sheets to resell to retirement homes, but the venture fails. David runs into his old comrade Ephraim Diveroli, who has formed his own company, AEY Incorporated, selling arms to the U.S. regime for the ongoing war in Iraq. Is notifies David she's pregnant, and Ephraim provides him a job at AEY. Even though David and Is passionately oppose the war, David joins AEY and lies to Is. Ephraim details that military accessories orders are posted on a public website, and their job is to bid for little orders disregarded by bigger contractors but still worth millions. Local businessman Ralph Slutsky offers them funding, below the incorrect belief that AEY only sells arms to save Israel. David and Ephraim land a contract to supply some 1,000 Beretta pistols to the Iraqi police in Baghdad, but an Italian embargo blocks the shipment, which is waylaid in Jordan. Failing to give the cargo as promised would unkind that AEY would be blacklisted from any coming days contracts. Meanwhile, Is overhears the accurate nature of David's business. David and Ephraim fly to Jordan, bribing locals to roll out the shipment, and are given with a chauffeur to transport them and the shipment into Iraq. The trio drives over the night, bribing a margin patrol and evading armed insurgents, and get to enter at the military base, where Captain Santos is impressed that they survived the triangle of death. The two are paid handsomely. AEY secures bigger and more lucrative deals, expanding their operation, and David's daughter Ella is born. Whereas Ephraim grows more unstable and untrustworthy. The firm has a serendipity at the Afghan deal. Their largest yet, the U.S. authority posts a massive bid worth $300 million, which needs 100 million rounds of AK-47 ammunition and would net a $100 million profit. Encountering a global shortage of AK-47 ammunition, the duo experiences legendary arms dealer Henry Gerard, who can have access to massive unused weapon depots in Albania. Requiring to give away these arsenals, including more than 100 million rounds of AK-47 ammunition, in acting in accordance with NATO treaties, and unable to deal straight away with the US, Gerard provides to make the deal over AEY. Ephraim agrees, even though David's discomfort at working with a man on a terrorist watch list. The two go to Albania to test the ammunition and win the contract, though Ephraim acquires they severely underbid their competitors. Is, frustrated with David's lies, leaves to live with her mother. Preparing the shipment in Albania, David discovers to a certain extent all the rounds are Chinese-made and against the law because of a US embargo. To conceal this, Ephraim has the ammunition repackaged. Acquiring Henry has sizzling them a 400% markup. Ephraim projects to cut him out of the deal, disregarding David's demonstrates and destroying the only copy of his partnership contract with David. Henry retaliates by having David kidnapped, beaten, and threatened at gunpoint. David acquires Ephraim did not pay Enver, the Albanian handling the repackaging, the $100,000 repackaging fee. He even acquires that his Albanian driver, Bashkim, went lost and begins to question if he has already been killed. Reverting to Miami, David quits AEY and demands the money he's owed, but Ephraim refuses. David reverts to working as a massage therapist and convinces Is to plod rear in with him, telling her the truth about AEY. Weeks later, Ephraim and Ralph provide David a paltry severance package, and David threatens Ephraim with proof of his falsified firm documents. Shortly after, David and Ephraim are arrested by the FBI, who had been contacted by the disgruntled Enver. The FBI had previously arrested Ralph, who wore a cable in an incriminating assembly with David and Ephraim. Ephraim is punished to 4 years in prison for many crimes narrated to collusion and fraud on the Afghan deal, whereas David pleads guilty and receives 7 months home arrest for his cooperation. Months later, Henry apologizes to David for abducting him in Albania and shares his appreciation for not being spinned into the FBI by providing David a briefcase of money in swap for no more questions. The film ends, leaving David's decision unclear.